Hello everyone and welcome to English 3360 for the spring 2020 semester. I am Dr. Susan Garza and I'll be your teacher for the course, and I'm excited to get to work with you guys. This is one of my favorite courses to teach. I been teaching writing for many years now, so I welcome and hello. I enjoy the subject. Is English 3360, hopefully and we'll be able to give you some. I'm Dr. Susan Garza. I'll be the teacher for your course about how to teach writing. That I'm really looking forward to working with all of you guys. I've been teaching writing for many years now, and so for a long time I really enjoy this class and getting to share with you guys ways to think about teaching writing. Anyway, just want to make this quick video teaching, or give you in your teaching, an idea about how I do things. So where to find things in Blackboard, how I think you'll Blackboard, find a little bit the information about, to be useful. What we're trying to get done for the semester. Usually have good response. I've got some details up for the activities and the work we do in class, and we try to focus it on having you do things that you'll be able to actually use when you actually when you go into Blackboard. Teaching yours will look a little bit different than mine. Work that you're already doing. This is the teacher view, and I've got probably more, I just wanted to do this video and kind of give you an overview of. It's pretty close. I think it will where things are in Blackboard and how I use Blackboard and what's going on. How I let me say first of all, though, I always like to make it clear, and then sort of an overview of what we're going to do in the course, especially when I'm teaching online. So when you get into Blackboard, you start with the. I think it directs you to the welcome link. If you don't know how to do it, now mine over here in my Blackboard, you probably won't have as many links as I do. This is always the teacher view. So courses are always very happy. It's still got all the stuff you guys will have. And they have good tips and ways of doing things. So they've got kind of this generic welcome. And then here's some info from me. Something you don't know how to do, and watch this video. If you like something you create using technology done, I'll put the link as great as someone else's. And then the schedule link. You'll see the schedule link here. I'll show you that in a minute. You're not good at using the syllabus link is here. Anyway, don't ever feel like mainly in the discussion forum. That's an issue. And then in the discussion forum, we every week you will. Be posting in an updates form, and the updates form is for me that's kind of the equivalent of if we were doing a face-to-face class. We talk in there in the way we would do in a face-to-face class when we're going over things, asking questions, giving information, that kind of thing. Now, some of this stuff that we won't use, but I just wanted to show it to you. There's lots of resources over here. Library, if you have technology, you need help. Disability services. This is if you have tests. We won't have tests. IT support. I would say don't hesitate to reach out to the IT support. They're always very helpful. So, they're whatever question you have, if they can't answer it, they'll give you some, some idea of, what you might try or where to go next. So there's lots of good help there. So if any of that looks useful to you, check those out. Okay, so you want to read the syllabus, and you can click on that. That link will take you to the file, and you can open the file and do that. But I wanted to start with the schedule and kind of show you how that works. All work is due by Sunday midnight on the date posted unless otherwise noted. And so what we do is we go week by week. So at the end of the week on Sunday, your work will be due. Now what I always tell my students, I put in here in Blackboard that it's due by midnight, say on this Sunday, the January 26th. If something causes you to be a little bit late, a little bit past midnight, or maybe even sometime the next day, you don't have to send me an email. And really, it's better if you don't. I'll go in and I will post points for the work, that you put in there. But I'm not going to start doing it like at midnight on Sunday night. So, be responsible adults. You're all good with that. And, if there's something major going on and you need me to know, or you need help with, with something, then yeah, send me an email. But otherwise, just, that's, get it in there, keep up. Because if you don't keep up, it's really more of a disadvantage to you. You don't want to get behind, because an online course, you really have to keep up with the stuff yourself. So, if you get behind, it's really, you can't really catch up all of that stuff. And then the work we do, we'll be building, we'll do parts of your projects, and it's not the kind of thing you can just throw it all together at the end. Now, Blackboard does have email. When you do email me for something, it's good to use the email within Blackboard, because I get so many things in my my email that it could get, I might overlook something that you sent me. So if you do it here in Blackboard, then the message that I get shows me it's a student Blackboard email. And so that helps me to be alerted to that. So anyway, when you click on the weeks, then you will see required postings, and the information here is here for that. And then the updates forum, I want to talk a little bit about that real quick. The discussion forum, so here's where you'll find what it is the assignments are. And then when you go in the discussion forum, you can see here are the links. So the work that's due this first week, so first post due January 6th, so you would click there, and that's where you would put your work. You can start a new thread if you want to. You can put your post in response to another thread that somebody posted. Either way, it's not a big deal. Either way you do that. Now the updates forum, like I said, this is where we would do things like we would be doing in class. And when you do have questions, rather than emailing me, unless it's a personal question, something just specifically related to you, a problem or an issue. And I don't mean personal like a question about your individual work. I mean, even your individual work questions, you'll want to post them here in the update forum. And the reason is your question may very well be what someone else is trying to ask, or, they need help with. So this is where you want to do that that kind of a question. And like I said, if you send it to me in my email, it's just a whole different ballgame as to how soon I might be able to get to it, or, it might get lost. You have to post at least once a week. This helps us to, develop some connection with each other, and then also helps me to, I like to hear from you guys every week. I want to know what's going on. I want to, hear how things are going, see that you're there, make sure that you're still okay, and, help out if I can. Now, you are required to read everything that's posted in the updates forum. And most of the time, it's a matter of skimming. People will ask questions, and you can kind of skim, but you'll find some good info in there, because this is where I'll do a lot of the discussing, and I'll add extra info, and I'll talk about things, and I'll, have discussion on some things. So you are responsible to read everything in the updates forum. And the way I explain this to students, and I've got that written here too. If you came into a face-to-face class and you sat there and just closed your eyes and put your hands over your ears and never spoke anything to anyone or looked at anyone, that would be like if you didn't read the stuff in the updates forum. So, you don't want to be that kind of student for sure. So, anyway, and I think you'll find the updates forum to be a good thing. It's meant to help you guys. And like I said, help me to help you. So, Anyway, what we're going to be doing, let's see, let me talk about that. No, not the schedule, the syllabus. We're going to be doing one major project. Let's see, the book we have is Teaching English by Design, and it's the name of the author is Smagorinsky. Let's see. Here we go. So we'll read and we'll do activities related to the reading. I'll give you participation. That's if you are, the updates form counts in that. If you are engaging with the work that we do. Application, we'll do activities, and the activities we do related to the reading will help you with the instructional unit. That's our big project. So all of these application exercises, they're not like just extra things or stuff we do just to be doing. It's all going to help you to be putting together the work you need to do for the larger teaching project, the instructional unit. I should have said instructional unit there. So, but it's the same thing. We'll do a couple of interviews to find out information, teachers, students, to help you gather information, and that will also help you and as you put together your instructional unit. Now, what we'll be doing in this instructional unit is in the book, and here's the name of the book. There's a chapter in there where Smagorinsky, he's got a 7-week teaching unit, and he's got activities for each week for teaching writing. And so that's what we're going to do. We're going to model what he's done. And so you'll have that example. And he's got other examples. He's got some websites that he mentions in the book that give examples. And so you guys will put together weekly activities for teaching writing. You'll get to, it's up to you as to, what you focus that on. Now, you'll see in the first week, I've got a link where I talk a little bit about low stakes, high stakes assessment. We'll do 7 weeks, but we'll be learning how to do those. So as we do those 7 weeks, if you do them and do all the work and do the best you can, you'll get full credit. So those are what I call low stakes assessment. That's our practice. Then what we'll do is we'll take 2 of the weeks, and it'll be up to you which 2. And we'll work on those a little bit more and give you feedback as to what you need to do to, make them the more finished product because you'll want your units to reflect what we're learning in the class. That's going to be the main thing I'm going to be looking at, because we'll be giving you some concepts and some vocabulary about teaching writing, and that's what you want to show in your instructional unit. So we'll take 2 of those weeks, and then we'll turn it into a digital presentation. And most students usually enjoy doing that too. So that'll give us some opportunity to work with digital writing and digital presentation. So anyway, but we'll build that as we go along. So it's not like anything you have to do, it's not like write a paper, do it all the night before kind of thing. That's certainly not a good writing strategy. We'll also use this WAC, stands for Writing Across the Curriculum. It's an online site set up for writing teachers, and everything on there is free and open source. So we'll look at a lot of other supplemental things that we'll use in addition to the book. So anyway, that's just kind of some general info about how the class works, where things are, how to get started. Please, post questions you have in the update forum. If you have individual concerns, issues that you just need to talk to me one-on-one, send me an email. And also, I do have a WebEx online meeting room. You guys also can use the WebEx. Students can set up meetings in the WebEx. So if you haven't used WebEx, it's really neat. We are going to do some online meetings, so I will, I think the third week we'll have our first one. So that's another way that, we can do kind of a face-to-face online meeting, and it really works pretty well. So, if you feel the need for something like that, that's another way I could set up to meet with you guys. And usually what I do when I have my office hours, I usually have my WebEx meeting on, unless I forget. I do forget things sometimes. So anyway, again, welcome to the course. Follow the schedule. I think you'll find things are laid out pretty simply. I try to keep things simple because, it's more important to me that you get the experience of using the, concepts and ideas that we're going to cover, and find ways that you can, use those when you go out to teach. So that's what's important. It's not so much, where I give you the information or where you turn it in or that kind of stuff. So anyway, I'm looking forward to working with you guys, and we'll have a really good semester, and I will start hearing from you guys soon. So let me know what's going on, what's interesting and new and exciting with you, and ways that I can help you, and all the good ideas that I know you'll have to add to our conversation and our experience. We're one big writing group, so we'll be supporting each other, sharing, and having a good time. All right, so I will see you guys soon.